Oi, welcome to the FU, and this is the Game Week review for week 30. Game Week 30, you know?
It's okay, it wasn't the smoothest, but we'll roll with it.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
So the first result was in the Premier League was Crystal Palace lost 2-1 to Brighton.
I'm shocked.
Same.
I just don't understand what's wrong with Crystal Palace. You'd expect them to have a good performance against Brighton, who are bottom at the table. Not bottom, but
They're struggling.
they're kind of struggling,
And
you know.
are really struggling away from home even.
You understand? So you'd expect Crystal Palace to even get a clean sheet because they've been getting clean sheets, you know.
Yeah,
So-
but
absolutely
they also are
horrible.
one of those weird clubs that'll beat Chelsea and then go and lose to Brighton. They'll do weird things like that. So I wasn't that surprised by it, but obviously it should have been the other way around.
Yeah, I was not expecting that as well, especially from a team that could cost other teams titles, you know? You wouldn't expect them to lose against teams like Brighton. But yeah, good job to Brighton.
Yeah, okay, so then Huddersfield lost 2-0 to Bournemouth. That's
Expected.
that was expected, but Callum Wilson's back scoring. So
And Ryan Fraser's back as well.
How do you score that goal? Slide.
He just sort of like chest dove it in instead of a
That's
diving
cool.
header, a
That's
diving
cool.
chester.
It's cool. Sadio Mane should have done that, but in any case, you could have learned a few things from him. But well done, Callum Wilson. You know, big chest, big man, hitting the gym. You know, yeah, he's actually quite buff.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well done.
he's a well-built man.
Yeah, he worked for it.
And then Leicester 3-1 against Fulham. Again, that's about what you'd say.
Brendan Rodgers back in the Prem, back in the news, winning, good football, Jamie Vardy scoring goals.
They actually scored a sweaty goal as well.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy, that was
Yeah, that was good. That's good. He's not greedy, you know, like Musa. But well done, you know. It's a team game at the end of the day, you know. It's all about the team. It's not about the individual. You
Yeah.
know, you might have a clear-cut scoring opportunity.
But when your teammate has a clearer cut scoring opportunity, you might want to just
Yeah, you
You
might
know,
want to.
yeah.
But since we're here, James Madison, and I'm gonna praise Leicester. I'm not gonna take it anywhere else. James Madison is doing really well this year. It has to be noted.
yeah.
Keeps creating those chances.
I just hope Leicester don't fire this guy.
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers.
They won't.
They get good managers, but at the end of the day, when they go through a short
A small rough patch.
rough patch, is like, hey, yo, sack. We don't want you no more. You know,
Yeah.
don't make it a sense. You know,
They must just relax on the standards.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You won the title, but you were still a relegation club. So
Yeah.
just appreciate now that you're in the conversation for best of the rest, fighting for 7th.
I don't think they're capable of it. They seem like a very impatient bunch. Ever since, they sacked
Ranieri?
No. Nigel.
Well,
Nigel
y'all made
Pearce.
me- Yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Nigel
Nigel Pearce.
Pearson.
Y'all made me look away. Nigel
you
Pearce.
looked away from the camera. You failed.
But anyway, Nigel Pearce got sacked. They brought in Ranieri. He won the league. And they sacked him. And I think they're just ungrateful. That's what it is.
That's a Chelsea movement right there. You
Yeah.
know? It won't work for you unless you're Chelsea, but
Yeah. Culture for being ungrateful.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. So that's not nice to see. But hopefully Brendan Rodgers can get at least a couple years in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, wow, Southampton 2-1 against Spurs.
Bottle. They bottled it as usual. You know,
It's
with everyone except for Harry Winks.
since Kane's been back, I think they've lost 3 and drawn 1.
Yeah.
Game
Kings-
changer.
Yeah,
You know.
game changer for real. He's a bad omen. He should have stayed on the sidelines. He's been back, and he's the only one that scored since he's been back.
Yeah.
He's the only one that scored.
And the thing is, this game, first off, Spurs should have been leading like 4-0 or
Yeah,
something
they
like
were
that. You understand? So,
dominating.
man, you just gotta love the Prem, you know. Results like this, you know,
Yeah.
where you find a team that just helps make the table interesting, you know. It's like, okay, we're gonna compete for the league. Psych, you know.
Yeah.
Now they're
It's like-
struggling in the top 4 race.
You understand? So that's quite funny, man. It's going to be interesting to see as to which position Spurs will finish at the end of the day. They might not even qualify for Champions League. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know.
It's realistic for them to finish in 6th.
Yeah.
Very realistic, you know. And knowing them, they're a team that can actually do that. Understand? So,
Yeah.
They have no excuse to be underperforming. No excuse whatsoever. Everybody else around them
Yeah.
is in a transitional period.
That's
or
true.
They had way
Well,
too many injuries.
then they're also sort of in a transitional period because they're new stadium now.
but okay, it's not as big. Yes, that is true, right? But if you look at it, maybe it's not as big as the other teams, for example, right? Like United and Chelsea and Arsenal, who have new managers, a new system, new players coming in and out.
Yeah.
They didn't buy anyone.
Yeah, they have
The
didn't lose
group
anyone.
is they didn't lose anyone either.
Dembele.
Dembele ish.
That doesn't count. 'Cause
That's
at the
a
time,
loss.
At the
That's a
time he
loss.
left,
That's a
though,
loss.
At the time he left, he was out of
Gem,
favor.
right?
Yeah, he was out of favor.
as well.
Yeah, but that's because he was planning on leaving, that he was out of favor. It's still a big loss to lose Dembele.
Yeah,
When he
very
was
good
there,
player.
everyone said he was the best player in the team.
He was a very good player. But besides that, they have no excuse.
Yeah, but it is still impressive that they're in 3rd after signing no one and losing Dembele.
They're third. And going down the log.
They could end up in 6th. We'll see if it's actually impressive at the end of the season or they just Spurs it again.
Speaking of Spursing it,
Everton. Wow. Newcastle 3-2 against Everton.
that was my favorite result of the whole weekend.
Really?
Yes, they were leading 2-0 at halftime.
Pickford.
Yeah.
The rugby tackle there.
Yeah. That should have been a red card.
Fully.
That should have been a red card, you know. Clearly he's been watching the rugby, which is good, you know. It shows that some sportsmen don't only watch the
Yeah, they're
sports that they
passionate about all
participate in.
sports.
You understand? But that was a tackle. Hey, he took him out. Bro.
Maybe he's just trialing for
For the
rugby.
England team. Yeah.
And shout out to the officials for looking out for their own, taking care of their English boy and not sending him off. You know? that was great from them. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
But that just makes it even better that Everton lost in the end of that.
Yeah. Justice at the end of the day.
What
Yeah.
a beautiful day. What a beautiful day.
That was funny. And now all of a sudden people are making fun of Pickford for having short arms. I don't really get that. His arms don't look particularly short.
They don't. I didn't even...
I didn't even notice.
I've never noticed that
Yeah.
until people have spoken about it. Okay, and then Cardiff 2-0 against West Ham. Again, West Ham are kind of like Crystal Palace.
That's true.
You wouldn't have expected that.
Cardiff as well, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how Cardiff gets these results, actually.
Yeah.
I don't watch any of their games. Like, man, Cardiff are sad, bro. Like, no flair.
How do you know you don't watch the games?
No, man. Like, I've watched a few of the games.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro. It's bad, you know. So I don't understand how they can manage to get such results. But at the end of the day, you know, it's working for them. You know, so nice. Clean sheet as well.
Big result,
Against
especially
West Ham.
since they just lost their captain.
Yeah,
So,
that's rough. He's out for the rest of the
Yeah.
season. So that's the relegation battle. All of these separate battles are very good.
Yeah, that's
Everyone in mid-table is close. Relegation battle, apart from for the 3rd relegation place, not
Yeah.
Fulham and Huddersfield. They're championship already. That's very close. Top 4 is all very close, and title is very close. So there's lots of separate, very close bits happening.
Yeah.
But Spurs so far are the only ones to make the jump from one bit to another. So that was funny.
Yeah, congratulations to them.
Yeah, then West Ham 3-1 against Watford. Raheem Sterling with a 13-minute
Man
hat-trick.
City.
Did I say what did I say?
Said West Ham.
I legit looked, read Man City. I read it in my head, but
You still said
I still said West Ham, and I still heard Man City when I said West Ham.
You said West Ham, bro.
Yeah, it's a rough
But
day.
yeah,
Hey?
in any case,
So yeah, Sterling with a 13-minute hat-trick.
Brilliant. My boy did a great job.
I watched the first half.
wasn't that brilliant.
Yeah, and then you left.
I was like, nope, I'm not having any of this. I'm not having any of this. I need to go study. Let me go.
Then you left.
13 minutes after halftime.
Goal.
I
And
don't know,
then
man.
Dini and De La Feu come on. Both of their first touches, keeper hoofs it up. Dini's first touch is a head-on for De La Feu's first touch, which is a finish into the back of the net. The best two impact substitutions you will ever see in your life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Even though
Two
they
touches.
didn't, it didn't matter in the game. Crazy.
Yeah. Telefeu was taking the Prem by storm.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's not taking it by storm. He's been accustomed to it.
Yeah.
It's just that whenever he goes back to his parent club or his childhood club, they just don't appreciate
Yeah, we
his
forget.
value. You know,
Because you know he's gonna have another good season. They're gonna be like,
Yeah, come back.
yeah, you know. And then he's gonna fall for it. You know, he's gullible. You know.
He's weak and naive.
he's gonna like,
Fool me once.
finally they want me,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna go play there for half a season, get loaned out, and then sold permanently again.
It's a buyback.
With the
So,
buyback
yeah.
clause, yeah. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me two times. A peace sign. Man, in case I continue. That's a nice song. I'm sure
It's a very nice
he
song.
listens to it. He does.
He does.
Yeah, whenever like his agents like, hey, yo, Telefeu, we have an offer from Spain. He's like, who could it be? And then he listens to the song. You know?
But he still goes.
And it still goes.
He still goes.
Still goes, boy.
Okay, then 4-2 Liverpool beating Burnley. Those are honestly four of the worst goals I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my goodness.
They were all so lucky and terrible.
Oh my goodness.
There was one good Mane finish after it's a bad clearance, then it comes back in, then they clear it again, but it just goes straight to Mane and he finishes it. All the goals are like that. They were all crappy and all lucky.
Fourth
But
goal.
even Firmino's finish though, I like that. You know, instead of tapping it in, like how like doing the basics. You know, he's gonna be extra and kind of like. I feel like he tried outside foot type of thing. You know, not necessarily outside foot, but like.
Yeah.
He's just extra like that, but crappy finish in any case. But it just had to be a Firmino there, you know.
Sadio Mane's goal, the fourth goal. How was that a
counter.
crappy
Oh,
goal?
the pass.
Because the
The pass was
pass.
good. The pass was good.
No
The pass
storage.
was
Yeah.
Rounds the goalie.
Okay, but still, to get it from a goal kick for a keeper to just kick it straight to Salah, who can basically be in on goal.
No.
No,
not
doesn't
the
that one. Doesn't that one.
Oh no, that was the third
Yeah.
one. Sorry,
Yeah, the third one, yeah.
fourth
the
goal was on
fourth goal
counter.
was
The fourth
on
goal was nice.
that one.
Sweet.
The pass, I like the pass.
I didn't understand the substitution at the end to take Trent off and put Sturridge and then concede.
No, they said shoulder.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
I know,
injured.
but like it wasn't a like for like.
Yes,
There was a
that's true.
gap in that area and they used it and scored. So that's what I mean by I didn't understand it. But
Yeah,
anyway, 4-2, a point behind Manchester City. Great result.
maintain.
Hey, 3 points, 4 goals.
It's 3 points is the best out of that result. 4 average goals and conceded twice against Burnley. So
Burnley scores sometimes. So yeah, not a bad result.
yeah, not a bad result, but also not special like a 4-2 looks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, then, that big game player, Eden Hazard.
Yeah,
Chelsea
boy.
1-1 Wolves.
Boy, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. In my mind, to be honest, right? When I got the predictions for the game, I asked a few people. Actually, I asked you guys, and you're like, "This is gonna be a draw." I was like, "Actually, I'd be happy if it's a draw because
He'll take a draw.
I'll take it. I'll take it because this team moves,
They almost did the league double over you guys.
bro."
They were so close. They were one Eden Hazard away.
And the thing is, these guys can defend in that game. They had Chelsea like. Chelsea were like playing well, you understand, in terms of like being creative and creating chances. But these guys were closing them down, you know. So shout out to Wolves at the end of the day. I respect them, you know, as a big club.
Yeah,
you know.
I hope they qualified for Europa League.
Yeah. You know.
But then they need to get more squad depth.
That's true. Hey, but you know what, boy? Big game player.
Yeah.
He saved the day for you guys there for sure. It With a great goal as well.
Yeah.
Right when you needed him to do it the most, you know?
Yeah.
It's just going to be sad if he leaves. Because then you won't have that and you'll have lost a large part of why Chelsea are decent.
Next result.
Just because you're in pain, now you want to put me in pain.
Next result.
Arsenal 2-0 against United. I'm not going to lie, I saw it coming.
Really? After the misses, though, after the chances.
No. Before the game started, I saw us losing the game. Because everyone is just like, oh, United are going to thrash them. They're going to dominate. Oh, it's the dance floor again.
But when the lineups came out.
When the line... Even
Yeah.
then, that was
Even
like... I
before.
was... Before. Like, long ago. As soon as the PSG excitement ended, the next day I was like, Ish.
Yeah.
Because it's a big game after a massive game with lots of exertion and
that's true.
emotion and things put into that game.
Yeah.
To go to another big game where everyone's hyping you up
Yeah.
and fully expecting you to dominate that game, which I don't quite understand why everyone expected us to dominate so much.
Well, I think maybe because of you guys' form compared to Arsenal's, you
Yeah.
know. And then Arsenal had just lost
Yeah.
to Rennes, you know. So maybe that's why, you know. Because Arsenal is a small team and people United are known for, or at least Lingard, you know, makes it.
Yeah.
The Emirates,
I
he's
think
the
now
dance floor.
we've only won once against top 6 this season. So we
That's
have
Tottenham, right?
just against Tottenham. So that's the worst record amongst the top 6, and that's really bad. So we still have a ways to go. It's sort of like when Sarri came in, all the hype the first 12 games or so.
Yeah.
So I feel like the PSG loss wasn't the sort of wake-up call this one was more, because this was a bit of reality here.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be a hater.
Talk.
No. Let's leave it at that. Man United were smacked. The dance floor, you know? Yeah. Dance floor shut down. Let me just ask a question about the first goal. What was that? A week ago, Liverpool didn't succeed. We said the wind was doing the most. And everybody made fun of us and laughed at my manager. Now, De Gea, who's supposedly the greatest goalkeeper in the world,
Wasn't the wind.
yeah, he's just flappy hands. No idea what's going on.
It wasn't the
No
wind,
idea
though.
what's
It
going
was,
on.
it was like kind of like a knuckleball type of thing.
It's because it went like...
And then Shaka does have that technique in him.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you understand. There's which keeper is going to save that? If they were positionally correct.
So the thing
Does
is...
that make sense? Positionally correct. And the hair was positionally correct. In terms of he followed the ball.
He followed the ball.
So he was going where the ball was moving initially.
But you're gonna break your
Really
back if you dive there. Come on.
So yes, it's a mistake. Yes, you'd expect him to be better than that. But I'm not going to blame De Gea for that.
I wouldn't expect him to be better than that. He's conceded 6 goals from outside the box. I expected him to do exactly what he did.
6 goals, that's not bad.
Last year he conceded 3.
Yeah, but that was under Mourinho.
He's worse now. Anyway.
But those are good pointers.
Anyway.
They're a bit questionable.
Champions League. Dortmund got smacked 1-0 by Harry Kane and his team. You know, I'm supporting Dortmund.
Yeah.
Second half.
I was expecting them to do a bit closer to what they did to Atletico Madrid
Yeah,
earlier.
you know. Harry Kane, bruh. Why, bruh?
We were watching the wrong game. We were watching that game the whole time. Harry Kane scored. The game was even more dead than it was. And Ajax...
Real Madrid
won. Ajax
Oh, boy.
at the Bernabeu.
Oh, boy.
We were watching the wrong game. That
Yeah,
game was crazy.
That was crazy, man. Shout out to Ajax, man. You're showing the big dogs that, you know what, don't come here and disrespect us. And I did say Ajax is going to beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And I did say, after the first game, I was like,
Yeah.
Ajax is going to beat Real Madrid.
Yeah, because they...
Here we go, boys. You know,
And I think it's L'Equipe, or I don't know how to say it.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever that is, they like give player ratings all the time, and Dusan Tadic got a 10 out of 10, which is like only like the 10th time anyone ever in like 30 years or something like that. So
Shout out.
And he's having a great time because he got a brace over the weekend as well.
yeah, he's putting up ridiculous numbers at Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
Died
Crazy
in the
stuff.
Premier League. And then the next result is PSG 1, United 3. United go through aggregates, you know. It was an intense
Away
game.
goals.
Away goals,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
I was
It was an intense game.
bricking it.
Rashford in the last minute, you know, all the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Mohamed.
You have cojones. Well
kept
done
his
to you.
calm.
Big ones because
calm.
first professional penalty
Yeah, you understand.
on that
Against
stage
Buffon.
against Buffon. PSG
You
Champions League.
You
last
missed that
minute.
penalty, your career is over.
Okay, let's
Your career is
not
over.
push it.
Mm-hmm. But it's a big one. You missed that penalty and
That's a big
At a
one.
young age as well. You know, it's
So-
fragile here in the mind. So,
Yeah, so Rashford. Decent. I'll
Well
take
done
it.
to
Yeah.
you.
Without mentioning whether or not it was a penalty in the first place, he did well.
At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
justice if you think about it.
Right?
Because first leg, Kimpembe was supposed to be sent off.
Yeah, and then
And
he
then what does he
scored.
do? He
Then he
scores.
scored.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's like it balanced out, you know.
Yeah, but I
Balance.
still think it
Balance.
was a pen.
Oh, okay.
It was balance.
I respect your opinion.
I can tell you don't.
No, I respect it because I respect you. But
This is football.
yeah, and I would have never given that.
Opinions, facts, and statistics.
Yeah.
Right? in any case, Porto 3, Roma 1. Porto go through.
It's just a shame.
Sacked him.
No.
Yeah, they did well.
They did sack him. That's fine. Ranieri's there. He looks like he doesn't know how to get the job in the picture. Go have a look at it. It's hilarious. But it's a shame that game happened on the same night as PSG United because now it doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Because Porto, that was a good performance to get it back, take it to extra time, and then win against Roma, who are a bigger club than them. So,
yeah.
well done, Porto.
Yeah, well done. Shout out to you. I didn't watch the game, but
But Roma have been terrible this year, so I'm not impressed. They have to beat United in the next round. Then I'm gonna be impressed with Porto.
they didn't try United.
They're going to. You heard it here first.
I'm going to pay
You
them.
heard it here first.
I'm going to pay them.
Porto, Manchester United in the quarterfinals.
I'll take it.
Hey, watch what you say, my man.
Mhm.
I'll take a big clap, but in any case, it's fine at the end of the day, you know. Leon also gonna beat Barcelona, but in any case.
You heard it here first. I'm kidding. You heard it on the,
On the
podcast first,
On the podcast, yeah.
which is still here.
Yeah, in the football universe.
Here.
You know where it is. Next results. Sure.
Europa League.
Europa League.
Banter.
Arsenal. Ish. They score first. Then they go and lose the
That
game.
was not a goal, though, bro.
It was a
Did you
pass,
see what
yeah. He
Iwobi
passed it into the net. But didn't you see that was a world class pass? Pa! You know, that's not even a through ball, but it was a nice pass. Pa! The player was making the run, but the ball was too fast. Pa!
The ball wasn't even too fast. It was just a bad pass.
Yo, bad passes, they work out sometimes.
They work out sometimes.
Yeah.
They work out.
The
Man.
most Arsenal thing ever: score first, get a red card, and then get smacked.
Yeah, do you think they're actually gonna come back?
Yes.
Yeah, I also think so. They did in the last round.
I,
So, I mean, I hope not, because that'll be funny. But I think they will.
okay.
Especially after they've gone and beaten United after that, so then the confidence is up.
That's true. But then next game, speaking of confidence, Chelsea 3-0, Hudson Odoi on the score sheet.
Callum.
Put on
Hitting
his
that lad.
confidence, you know. So well done. And he also played in the weekend, like he got 15 minutes or so. So
Yeah.
that's good on the boy for confidence. So he's doing well in Europa League. I think he's got 3 goals in the last 3 home games.
Yeah, in
So,
Europa League.
in
So
Europa
he's
League, yeah.
Mhm.
he's doing well and deserves a bit more game time.
Yeah. So nice. And then we go to the Spanish La Liga. Sevilla 5, Real Sociedad 2.
Great result for them. They've been having like a really mid-season, especially lately, dropping down in the table.
Yeah.
But now they're climbing back up. Ben Yedder getting a hat trick.
Also, I think it was a 13-minute hat trick.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to be Raheem Sterling.
I wonder what's
Good
the
on him.
fastest hat trick in the world, not in like in each league, but the world.
I think
Probably
it
Pele
might.
has that record,
Aye.
but no one knows about it.
Yeah.
He's just gonna come out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I have the fastest hat trick record.
I scored
Watch,
it in a minute.
I scored it in a minute, 30 seconds. Watch,
It happened so quick.
watch.
It might be Mane's when he was at
Yeah,
Southampton.
Southampton. I
that was
remember that
really
one.
quick.
That was like
Yeah.
3 minutes
3
or something
minutes,
like that,
yeah.
or 5, something
No,
around there.
Like 3. Couldn't be 5.
It was something, but I think it might be that one. But
Yeah.
don't quote me on that.
Okay.
So yeah, that was actually a big game for Sevilla because now then they're back up to 6th on goal difference, and only 2 points behind Getafe. No wait.
They're 5 points. Behind
No, they're
Getafe.
1 point behind behind CD Alaves, and 5 points behind Getafe. So 5 points off Champions League. They can still do it, but I think Europa League would be good. They can go and win that again for the whatever time in the last few leagues. So that's because you're going to be in Europa League next season.
No, I'm talking about. Oh yeah, next season. Yeah, next season.
I'm doing this because I don't approve of Sevilla in the Europa League.
Why?
Because they just win too much?
Europa League specialists.
Yeah, they specialists. But Emery's at Arsenal.
Yeah,
so
that's.
maybe
I
it's
don't
not
think
the
it
same
might
thing.
not be Sevilla. It might be Emery. We'll see this season.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, now we go to Deutschland. Bayern 6, Wolfsburg. No.
They had them. It's sad.
Bayern at the top, boy.
I'm sad.
Goal
that
difference
they're-
as well, right?
Yeah, they came back just because they dominated so much and won by so many goals. Now they're on
Yeah.
top by goal difference. They're no longer just level on points because Dortmund also won, but it was only 3-1,
Yeah.
6-0. So I'm just gonna be sad if they win the league again.
Yeah, it's true, man. The German Bundesliga, man. Bayern.
And especially when you consider how good Wolfsburg are.
Yeah, that's
only
the
a
thing.
few points behind third place team, and they still got smacked 6-0. So Bundesliga, you need to fix up.
Yeah, that I don't like it.
And then we go to Serie A. Juve 4, Udinese 1.
That's not a big game because of the league. That's
Yeah.
just in there because
Yeah.
man like Moise Keane scored
Yeah,
twice.
he scored twice. Well done. Shout out. Well done.
Especially in the absence of...
Moise.
Very nice, Moise. Very nice. In the absence of senior players like Ronaldo, you need...
They're resting them for
Yeah.
the Champions League.
You need these youngsters to step up, and he did a great job.
Okay, we need to wrap up. Finally, in League Marseille 1-0. Nice. Not nice. I'm joking. 0 Nice.
Yeah.
So Marseille.
Balotelli coming
Balotelli
back.
scoring again, and with
Yeah.
the
Boys.
rock paper scissors. That wasn't what you. I saw your face there.
What?
Yeah. When he did this, you
When I did that, your face went weird.
Nice. Nice one, Balotelli.
He came back to hunt Vieira.
Yeah, boy. Nice.
Yeah, very good for him. Very nice. Nice.
Guys, how many times are you gonna say that?
Nice.
Nice. Ah.
Okay, guys. That's it from the Football Universe for this week. See you guys next week and peace.
Out.